Hello, and today we're going to be looking at this guy. This is Neptul from the Blackstar line of toys from 1983, and he's in a right sorry state. He's got his chest piece has been pushed in, his spark doesn't work, and he's been drawn on quite badly by a child, and his whole of his head is been painted, or I think it's just felt tip pen that's sunk in and over time, so I don't think I'm going to be able to take that back to that original tattoo there. And the naughty child has written that on the bottom, if you can see that. Rude. It's in the right state, it's filthy, so I think the first thing we need to do is taken apart. So that centre bit should be like this on the cadre, another figure from the line. So it's got a little flint, like a lighter at the back, and sparks in the chest there. So we need to get his back out there. We need to get that working again, and we need to get it apart really and give it damn good clean. So the arms just pop off. They're like kind of Master of the Universe style pop on. So that's his hands off. And his head. What's that in there? Well, that's just loose in there. I don't know what that was for. Oh well, I'll go back in there anyway. Maybe it's been off before, and the naughty child just put it in there. So, from what I can see from the inside, there's a post there, and there's a post under in the centre there. Or 3 posts down there. So I'm going to try and open it up, but first of all I'm going to use this vice and give the plastic a little crack, just to if there's any glue, this will sort of help separate that from the torso. Give it a little crack. You can do it with a knife, but I tend to do it this way first if I can, because I have put a Stanley blade through my thumb before and ended up with stitches at the local casualty. So you don't really want to be doing that. Let's take the rubber bits off. See if I get it in there. Right. So just give it a little crack. It will go in. A bit more. Okay, let's see if we can prise it out. There you go, there's a crack. Yeah, that's kind of given me a bit of wiggle room there by the looks of it. And on the other side, so let's try and get that open now. So first I think I'm going to try with a screwdriver. See if I can get in there. It's partly working, and this is coming apart. There we go, that's one side come in. That's the neck piece. So this toy line's from 1983. I've got a full collector's guide on toysandattack.com. There we go. These apart. The elastic looks good. Hooks, these tend to go, the plastic tends to go on there over age, over time, so that they look in good condition. So there's the case. I think try and get that bit out, or re-stick it back in. Let's have a look. How's that going? Well, yeah, it fits back in there nicely. You can see where it's broken. And there's a spark. Excellent. So, next stage is I'm going to give it a damn good clean. And then I think from there, it might have to be a respray. So let's go and clean it first, and then we'll see after that. Back from the cleanup, and yeah, it hasn't come up too bad, but it's still pretty grotty. And pen, that's never going to come out. So I'm going to give him, I decided it's going to get a respray. So I've been to the local model shop, and I picked up this Atom Pistachio, and I think that's quite a good match to the original plastic there. So I'll give that a go, but first of all I'm just going to give it a coat of plastic primer, and then we will go from there. I will mask up this part. I don't want to take it out because that's been glued in. I don't want to cause extra damage to it, so I'll just mask that up and that should be fine. Yeah, so that'll be the next stage. Primer has dried, happy with that. So next stage will be take it to the garage and get it airbrushed up. So that I said before, I was using this Pistachio from Atom. Then I've got some Vallejo, number 71.002, medium yellow, for his armour parts on his boots and his bracelet and his belt and his chest plate. And then I've got some Humble Green acrylic number 3 for his pelvis. So yeah, that'll be the next stage, is get that all sprayed up. Back from airbrushing, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. Yeah, really pleased with these. So all that's left to do now is I've got to finish off the face, paint the eyes and the mouth. Just using a bit of red for the eyes and white for the teeth, etc. Yeah, and then get the centerpiece fixed, get this sparking again. But once I've got that face painted, first of all though, I'm going to give them a quick varnish. I've got some of this Vallejo gloss acrylic varnish. It's UV resistant as well, so it won't fade. The paint won't fade over time, which will be good. So yeah, the next stage is painting the face. Let's get on with that now. Everything's back from the varnishing. Yeah, really happy with that. So now it's just a case of getting this back in, getting the spark to work again, which I've got a plan for that, and then reassemble. So first of all, let's just get this part back in. I think it's just going to be a push fit really. It feels quite tight in there. Get it in. Yeah, that's quite a tight fit, so I'm not going to bother gluing that. It came apart quite easy anyway, so yep, that's in. This should look like this. So it's got like an extra part. It's got a spring on it with it. So I'm going to do something similar, but I'm going to take out the spark from a cheap lighter, just a cheap 69p lighter. So unscrew it. See if I can get the flint out. Yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna basically use this to go into there. It should fit. I'm gonna have to cut it down and then just use the tension of the spring to hold it in place. Oh, yeah, there we go. I'll just push that in a little bit more. There we go. So that's in, and then I'm going to trim this down by about half, I reckon. I'll just maybe 3/4. If I get it wrong, then I'll just have to go buy a new lighter. So that should fit in there. Come on. Oh, wait. All the way in. Bit of a tight fit, that one. Let's trim that down a bit more then. There we go. So that should spark now. Wow. Yeah, sparking. Right, let's get them back together. So, legs have to go over that post there. Let's get the neck post in. And then everything should just clip together. A bit tight at the top there. Put his legs are in. Let's get the arms on. There we go, the head, and then finally the head. Just should screw on. And there we go. We have one finished Neptul. In far better condition when I first got him. So yeah, really happy with that. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'll be doing some more restoration videos, also do latest toy news videos. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one, and until next time, bye bye.